afternoon and welcome everybody. And I'm so thankful that everybody showed up and everybody's in orange. And as we know, today is the International Day of Elimination against Violence against Women and Girls, and also the start of 16 days of activism. And today we're here just to celebrate that day as well as the launch of our Futtaru Journey for the 16 days, which is about highlighting some inspirational stories and doing some activities that empower women and girls and having some mindfulness on the beach, because it's a very nice place to go for your move closer. Okay, here we go. Today's event will highlight a few inspirational stories from women from various backgrounds, and we're going to do some various activities on Futtaru Journey, which is promoting well-being, empowerment, and mindfulness. And as well as we're going to have our big picture, which is the painting that we saw there. The meaning behind the big picture is that each little paint stroke, you're contributing to the bigger picture. Likewise, everyone's little contributions help. It helps a lot against fighting for the rights and well-being of women and girls. So first on the agenda is a few words by our UN resident coordinator, Dr. Edward Adai. So please welcome.
Thank you very much. I have a speech. I have a speech. So should I read it or I should speak from my heart?
You should speak from your heart.
Those who wrote the speech will be very angry with me. So what I'll do is I'll do a hybrid. I'll do a hybrid. So let me welcome all of you. What color is this? Is it blue or pink or yellow? Pink, eh? Orange. Okay. It's really my pleasure to welcome you in my orange t-shirt to commemorate today. And as you rightly said, today starts the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. It's 16 days of action. The word that I like to leave with all of you is action, not talking. So after today's talking, I hope we'll be acting on it collectively. For me, it presents us with the opportunity to come together, to unite our resources, our knowledge, and our determination. And the word here is determination, because it's a tough route. People have been fighting it for some time. It's our turn now to fight it. So I ask us to be determined and resolved to create a safer and equitable society where women and girls thrive free from violence. You know, where I come from, I'm matrilineal. And we say that if you get it right for your sisters and your mothers, you get it right for yourselves. So it's in our interest to make sure our women are free from violence and abuse. Indeed, the safest place for me to go is my mother's home or my sister's home. I don't get treated very well when I go to my brother's home. So the women matter to me very much, and I hope they matter to all my brothers here, as well as my sisters. as we conquer mortality in our society, one of the things that becomes very prevalent is violence. It's hidden, but it's an epidemic globally. And it's very widespread among rich and poor people, among deprived and non-deprived people. It's too universal. Unfortunately, it's also present here in Maldives. And in Maldives, at least in the lifetime of a young person, a young child, by the time they grow old, at least a third of them would have experienced some form of violence. It's not acceptable. And for the married people, about a quarter of them, 25% of them would have experienced some intimate partner violence. It's not acceptable. So, if you think it's not acceptable, please join me in saying together for her. Together for her. Together for her. Together for her. Join me if you believe that it's not acceptable. Join me in saying together for her. Together for her. For me, this theme highlights the duty we have to protect our girls, our women. As I said, if we protect them, we protect ourselves. The safest place for me is my sister's home. When I get to my sister's couch, I get treated like a king. A nice place to be. So I'm really committed towards addressing this particular challenge. As you know, today also marks the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and kicks off the 16 days of activism. To remind us of the urgency, always remind us that a third of our young people, our girls and our women, experience some form of violence. And places that are supposed to be happy places, homes, a quarter of our women experience violence and partner violence. It's not acceptable. But the good thing is that over the years, this country has done a lot to fight this particular issue. We have laws against domestic violence prevention. This country has criminalized rape, and there are institutions such as the Family Protection Authority that are all coming together. We are also lucky to have civil society organizations that are doing a lot to advocate, to raise awareness, and provide services to victims. I think there's a lot to celebrate. But as we celebrate, we should remember that still a third of us, a third of our women experience some violence. And a fourth of them experience something related to their marriage, with their partner. And it's still not acceptable. It's an epidemic. We need to deal with some serious social norms. We need to deal with the stuff that has interested in the legislative framework. But more importantly, we need to say that it's not acceptable. Impunity among perpetrators, deal with it. People should not get away with this kind of thing. So as we look ahead over the next 16 days and beyond, we need to recommit towards building a Maldives where all women and girls live in dignity, safety, and in peace, with the knowledge that no single actor can succeed alone. Women must live in dignity, in safety. Remember, when people are not safe, nothing matters. There can be no peace where people are not safe. And also we should remember that nobody can do it alone. means achieving this vision requires that we work together. Requires a united front. And we should be guided by a couple of actions. And so over the next 16 days, as each of you does something, I want your actions to fall into one or more of these categories. The first is our legal frameworks. We need to advocate for them to be enforced. What's the point of having laws that are not enforced? So that is one thing you can do. I'm giving you ideas of some of the things you can do. If you did nothing at all, just say that let us enforce the legal frameworks that we have. They are good ones, well written in English and Diwali, but they must be enforced. The second is that for somebody who has experienced violence, let us remember the person is a victim. It's a very painful thing. So we should advocate for them to have spaces to recover and to heal. Violence leaves so much scars. We need to be supportive rather than stigmatizing them. Try to do nothing at all. Try and see whether you can advocate for that or do that for somebody. It's a very painful thing. The third is to say it's not acceptable to do that. The perpetrators must be held accountable. Advocate for that. And lastly, the root causes. These issues are about trimming the branches and the leaves. We need to address the root causes. The focus on prevention, through education, addressing the social norms, engaging communities, addressing stereotypes, gender inequalities, and discriminatory practices. We need to go to the roots now. I can tell you that the UN family stands with you on this fight. We'll continue to support this country to end violence. We will not stop violence against women and children and girls are fully addressed. We will not stop until we achieve SDG 5 of gender equality. Don't believe that it's just an aspiration. We are convinced that it's a reality that must come to pass. We will not stop till we have a lot more of our women in parliament. We will not stop till we have a lot more of our women leading. And we will not stop till one of the Maldivian women becomes the president of this country. I don't know how, but we will not stop. So I'd like to conclude by urging all of us to carry forward the spirit of Together for Her. Let this theme inspire us, both in our words and in our actions. I thank you very much.
Can you hear me? Anyways, thank you for your inspirational words. I hope everybody here will take some of that home with them and enforce that in their lives and their professional lives as well. And I would like to invite UNFPA Country Director Ms. Shadia to give a few words on the occasion as well.
Okay, good evening. Today is a very emotional day for me because I know every year on 25th of November, I have been doing this since 20 every year. So we advocated for having a law. We had the law. I don't know, I can't say nothing much happened, but there are nothing happened. So we said, okay, we needed services and health services, but again, it didn't reach the people. So we've been doing a lot of things together with all UN family and other civil society family as well. So after so many years, 12 years, I'm happy I'm still talking about it. But I'm not very happy with the success that we have achieved despite the efforts that we made in having a legislation, having services and all that. And now we come to know that it's the mindset, it's us, it's what we think about, what we refer to. These are the things that is the biggest challenges. It's not the legislation, it's not the services. It's the people who are sitting in those legislation, in those bodies or at those desks, who have this mindset where they don't accept it wholeheartedly. So now, certainly from where I come, Eddie also alluded to, we need a lot more about changing the norms. And I think if 2 in 3 people can live a life without violence, so it's humanly possible to see a world where there is no violence. And I would want to emphasize, each one of us together with her, it's too late when somebody is violated and taken to court or taken to services. We should stop. We should not commit any violence. Because I think that's the biggest human rights that we embody, is respecting each other. Have that respect, to have those sort of preventive measures, to live in a world where there's no violence is my dream come true. People might say this is life, this may be humanity, and I don't accept it. If majority of us can live a dignified life without violence, we can eliminate the most gruesome rights violation that we endure, especially in a country where we celebrate the unity, where we celebrate oneness. So if we do truly wholeheartedly take that as in your core values, we will not see violence, and we will not have to have this 16 days of activism in Maldives. And that's the day I would want to look. In this position, before I give the mic away, I would also like to thank Mayan and Sazu and her team for standing with us and trying to even give opportunity for people who usually don't have an opportunity. So at the beach, try new things, empower them, give them some courage at least to lead a normal life and do things that everyone else can.
Thank you, Shadia. I hope everybody is still here and can hear me. Next, please welcome Mayan. Mayan is the president of the Women's Football Club in Maldives. As well, she's an advocate for women's rights. Mayan.
Thank you. I hope everyone can hear me. Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Mayan. I'm not used to public speaking as such. I just wanted to welcome you all and tell you a little bit about WFC, the Women Football Club, and how we got here. WFC was officially formed in 2018, mainly to help empower women from all walks of life, including vulnerable women through sports. We also aim to help overcome discriminatory practices, especially sports discriminations against women in the country. WFC is more than just a football club. We run the only girls' football academy in Maldives. We are also involved in advocating for social justice issues. For example, We were part of the Jaga movement against the cover-up of sexual crimes in 2010. We started working with substance using disorder SUD female clients in the halfway house in Hulumale 2 years back. And what we came to realize is that a lot of clients, they are not only suffering from substance abuse issues, but they are also victims of sexual abuse, domestic violence, and various mental and psychosocial issues. In 2023, we got to start collaborating with UNFPA. They helped us provide the necessary aid to the clients at the halfway house in a more organized manner. And I want to really emphasize on what a huge support UNFPA has been, because they have constantly stepped up and provided the resource for us to be able to make these women's lives better. We began with organizing different activities for the clients and the female recovering community, including football matches and workshops. As a result, with the close bond and trust we have built with UNFPA, up to today, they have been providing us support. We are very grateful for their humbleness. Unfortunately, quite recently, the female clients at the halfway house have been relocated to the rehab center in Himofushi Island, which has drastically reduced our accessibility to them. But we still want to continue these programs for the recovering women who are currently living with us, and also for other vulnerable groups and women who may benefit from our programs. Tazu will tell you more about Futtaru Journey. We basically wanted to empower women to be active in male-dominated spaces, and we also wanted to create a safe space for women to come together and feel a sense of community and togetherness. There is a culture of silence in our society when it comes to sexual abuse and gender-based violence. And I truly feel, and I truly feel by organizing more events like this and by creating such spaces, we actively help break silence and help to give a voice to the voiceless. As someone who has real life experience of going through some difficult times in my life, and someone who is actively in recovery, sports, diving, water sports, yoga, these sort of activities played a major role to help me heal and maintain my recovery one day at a time. As given the Maldivian geography and our available resources, I really do feel this is productive and feasible way. There are various programs for SUD and other disorders around the world. TC Therapeutic Community, which focuses on tough love. 12-step programs, which focuses on unconditional love. And we thought, why not create a program that is based on love? To conclude, our theme for this year is Together for Her. And we wanted to come together to do everything for her. Why not run a marathon for her? Why not board for her? Why not do a yoga headstand and become more mindful for her? Why not kick a ball or kick some balls for her? sometimes, sometimes it gets very dark to be there all alone. As one of my favorite movies, The Avatar, The Way of Water, the movie says, does anyone know? What does it say? I see you. Thank you. I see you. I see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayan, for your inspirational words. All right, so now we'll have Shazo. She's going to explain what Futtaru Journey is about and the activities that we're going to do today. Shazo, everyone.
Thank you. I will explain about what we are going to do in the next 16 days. Thank you very much, UNFPA and Mayan Women's Football Club, for giving us the opportunity to have this next 16-day event together with Aloha. So my name is Shazo and I am from the ocean. So I will explain you what we are going to do and what is this Futtaru Journey is about. I think most of you know what a Futtaru is, but for those who doesn't know, Futtaru is the surf break-in area in every island, most of the islands. And there's the beach area and the Futtaru area. So Futtaru is a very resilient area in island and also the most vulnerable area of the island. Because when there's a development like a harbor within or an airport, they will make it in the Futtaru area. So it's a very vulnerable area. So we need to protect the area too. So this Futtaru journey, I will explain you through your imagination. So I want you to join with me when I explain you this about the Futtaru journey. So first, I want you all to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And exhale. One more breath. And breathe out. Open your eyes. You are all oceaned. So that's what we are going to do. So about the ocean, ocean is three things for me. And for the next 16 days, for those who are joining, they will know what these three things are. It's the teacher, the healer, and the lover. So the teacher, the ocean is teaching us a lot, like everything that I have learned is coming through the ocean. It's about the wind, the surf, the tides, or anything in the beach, what is coming in, what is going away from the ocean, everything there is what I am learning through the ocean. So it's the teacher for me. So in the next 16 days, those who are joined will learn one or two about the ocean and about surfing, how to pedal board, how to maybe do some yoga on a stand-up pedal board or some windsurfing if there is wind. And about then, the ocean is a healer for me. It's because what you have just done, the breathing, 70% of the oxygen that you breathe is coming from the ocean. The seaweeds, the corals, and everything from there is coming from the ocean. So it's the healing and the well-being and very therapeutic for every day for 1 or 2 hours to spend near the ocean. So I hope this journey will take everyone a very healing and a therapeutic journey. And then the lover. So whatever you love, you will protect. So during the next 16 days, and also the rest of your life, who will be spending most of their time near the ocean, they will love the ocean and they will protect it. So what I have learned recently is about the plastic pollution. There's a hidden plastic pollution going on. Have you heard about the noodles? It's the raw material for everything plastic. These are the noodles. So we see these things in the ocean. So during the next 16 days, everyone will be collecting this hidden plastic pollution. So a little bit more of explanation about the nurdle hunt, or maybe you can try with me with a little bit of nurdle hunt and what I have collected in the beach during the mindful walking. You can do it with me during the next days or also today. Thank you very much. It's about the Futtaru journey, a very resilient but a vulnerable journey. Thank you.
All right. So that concludes this formal part of our event. So I would like to invite everyone to go with her and try it out, do some nurdle hunting, as well as some painting that we have back there. You can leave your mark on the painting as a way to show that every little person's action counts in the big picture when we are there together for her. So once again, I would like to thank everybody here today, everybody who showed up together for her. This really shows your commitment, given it's a little bit of a gloomy day, but you're still here. So thank you. Thank you for coming.
Why don't we try the nurdle thing later?
Also, we can go painting as well. So
message to the land. So this story is about many creatures together sending the message to the little kids in the land. So they have started using started the nurdle hunt, and after this story, then I take them to the beach, do the nurdle hunt, and then take them to the ocean to see the underwater world. So that's the session I have been doing for a while.
This thing becomes needle. How does
This is the raw material for everything plastic. So what happens is this comes in the ship. They ship to different countries to the factories. So during the shipping, it get into the sea and then get into the beaches. So since the plastic has been producing long time back, this thing has been produced.
But I still don't understand. So
This is they mold it and make.
So this becomes plastic.
Yeah, they send like this to the factories.
Where is this from?
Yeah, this is plastic.
It's a raw material.
Raw material for plastic. So they send this to the
So they go in the bags.
like, for example, this company or this company. So they mold it and make
Yeah,
more
it comes
plastic.
from petroleum, right?
Petroleum,
Yeah.
exactly.
So this comes in the container in the ship, so it falls down to the sea, and then it gets washed.
Technically it's from
Yeah. So this is eaten by the birds and the fish and everything. So this, everyone forgets about this when they do the beach cleaning. So actually we should start with the microplastic and then others, not the bigger things, or not just the bigger things. Yeah. 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 And also this is microplastic. After the real plastic thing, when they break into from the sunlight or when they throw it, they become weathered and they break down into the cellular size back to this size. So it's never ending story. So
This one will become microplastic eventually.
no, this one.
This one will become
This one will become something like a canoe, and then this one will break down and
To this.
to this. So it's always there. It's never gone. So this is like
You get into your
this
body,
is the explaining of how I find these. During the process, I find beautiful seeds.
So when you say mindful walk, what is that?
That is like when I collect this, it's like white sandy beach. It's hard to find this. So you just have to sit down and like meditation, you will be looking for this. So I spend a lot of time when I'm in the beach, like collecting this, and while collecting, my eyes are so into like to this, so I don't find any more shells or corals that is drifted in the beach. I only see this or some of these
This
kind of
in
things.
the beach.
Yeah.
If you use a magnifying glass or something,
No. Your eyes, yeah. If somebody has to write in some page or they have to make it that the benefits they get from this, health benefits, your eyesight becomes.
so I should stop and do
Yeah.
this and then I can
Yeah.
take that out and it's
Really?
Yeah.
So no, let me ask.
Because you are
Seriously.
finding a very white thing from the white beach, your eyesight will be training for these small tiny things, and then it's a good benefit.
Aging. Aging.
Yeah.
so you develop this thing on your own, or is the concept all over
No,
the
no,
world?
I'm doing it.
Huh?
It's interesting.
But I'm also
How long have you been
collaborating
doing
with.
this?
I started finding this during the COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
How are you? Let's go and think. Let's go and think.
Dulu dokter cari punya, makin cari.
Thank you so much. It's inspiring. In fact, my wife should come and read.
within these 16 days. So if you're interested, please register in the registration table. And so yeah, the good stuff, the food. Muuten kerran kuitenkin. Luna, joo, muuten kerran. Because we have certain kind of muuta kerran. Like you can try supporting, you can try anything.